high and low, I've been sober, I've been fighting, searching for my love in all the wrong places. Word up on the streets is I got a bad reputation. Yeah, I may have true blood, but that was true love. Got a stroke of bad luck everywhere I look. Every time I go right, everything goes wrong, and I self-destruct when I'm close to love. So someone save my soul, because all my life I've fucked up and I can't deny. I'm doing my best to get it together. I told you once, I told you a million times, I just can't live like this forever. Yeah, I've been up and down, I've been through hell and back. I've had my share of drama, baby, please cut me some slack. I know you wanna get through to me, but I am my worst enemy. Yeah, I may have true blood, but that was true love. Got a stroke of bad luck everywhere I look. Every time I go right, everything goes wrong, and I self-destruct when I'm close to love. Better buckle down, giddy up, here we go, because all my life I've fucked up and I can't deny. I'm doing my best to get it together. I told you once, I told you a million times, I just can't live like this forever.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Happy Wednesday, and good to see you too.
Good to
Yes,
see you
indeed.
too.
Yes, hello to everyone. Good, lovely to see you, especially the return of Sid.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank
Very,
you.
very welcome. Very welcomed. You know,
It's good to be back. Going back to the fun, and we got a special new partner to the show now. A new, we could say, my sidekick, my partner in crime now. Everybody, please welcome Scott to the show.
hey Scott.
Hey,
Yes.
Scott.
Hello, everybody.
Greetings.
He he is now a permanent spot on the show as my permanent sidekick, my test dummy.
Oh,
Your victim.
he's Robin to your Batman sort of thing.
He's my Sparrow.
Very good.
I'm not a Robin yet. You're not a Robin yet.
Oh, he's not a Robin yet.
He's
Oh, he's a
Sparrow.
Okay, I'll remember
The
that.
Sparrow. He's Captain Scott Tiberius Sparrow. I guess kind of a ring to it, doesn't it?
Does,
Scott
actually, yeah.
Tiberius Sparrow.
I was actually thinking T-Man. You know, you got Wee Man, then T-Man. You know, kind of
Okay, T-Man.
sort of a
We'll go with
jackass
T-Man.
kind of thing.
Okay, T-Man. And you are kind of been doing a lot of jackass things here. I don't know if everybody who's watching has seen some of the rules that we've put together here the last week and a half now.
Yeah.
But they've been some for me been some
Oh.
like some serious comedy gold.
You're having a good old time.
For me, it's been absolutely comedy gold. And you know, just to give a little bit of background for me and Scott, so nobody thinks that I'm just being mean to Scott and I'm just doing horrible tricks to Scott. That's not what I'm doing. Well, partly it's mean trick, but that's not the whole reason why we were doing this. He's been asking me for like months. I want to do something with you. I want to do something with you. And then I was really, I just kind of like brushed it off like, okay, Scott, whatever. I didn't want nobody to think that I'm bringing him on to take advantage of him or to use him for my own evil purposes. No. I got everybody
No,
else.
we would never think that. We would never
never.
think that. No.
But Scott, I finally caved in to Scott. He was bugging me not too long ago. And I was like, well, I mean, I don't even know what I can even do, you know, bringing you on. What can we add different to the show? What is it that we can do that make this show, you know, above or beyond what it was before? And then we just got, I was like, he goes, I'll do anything you want. I don't care. I just want to do it. I ain't scared of nothing. Ain't that what you said, Scott?
Yes.
He's fearless. I'll give him that.
I'll do anything you want. I'm not scared of anything. Fair enough. All right, Scott, I'll think of something. Then I first ideas was coming up with these fun little egg challenges that I put up on him this week. He had to do 3 of them. Unfortunately, Scott lost all 3 of the egg challenges.
So you were egging him on, you could say.
I was egging him on. So tonight,
Egg 3, Scott 0.
So throughout the night, I'm going to be playing some of those some of that footage of Scott trying to crack an egg over his nuts. Scott's strength over an egg. What else?
Let's put it this way: I had egg on my face, literally speaking.
The grand finale, of course, is Scott trying to pick up an egg with his ass cheeks.
Yes, I'm impressed with the high-class entertainment. Legal Eagle on the Muppet Show would have been very impressed, I'm sure.
I wouldn't go as far as saying it's high class, but it makes for some. If you like that sense of humor where it's just kind of like wrong, and then about every aspect,
it's just wrong.
that there can be. That's where I like. That's where I'm at. But we got that tonight. We got some music tonight. We got a birthday boy, Alex Willox from the band One Last Day. It's his birthday the other day, so he is my pick of the week. The band One Last Day. We got some Everything Destroying, and to end the night off with, we got some Goodbye June for music tonight. But we got a fun show. I think at least.
Always.
I'm trying to do things a little bit differently than what I used to do. So it's gonna be new, kind of like a little rocky for me a little bit, and plus I've been off for a while.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
So I'm gonna need you to step up your game.
Okay.
Jen, and no, I'm just kidding.
Okay, stepped up.
I'm just kidding. So let's start off with some music, shall we?
Yes.
Let's show.
Hey, Sid, can I say something?
No,
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I just want to appreciate you all letting me be part of the show. Thank you.
Well, of course, Scott. Welcome aboard.
The show's not over and the night's still young.
Absolutely.
You're thinking this way. Don't forget, Scott, we got a lot of footage of you and your bare butt.
Yeah. Yes, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah.
I make it a date.
Well, don't worry, Scott. You'll be grand. You'll be excellent. If you're not, you'll be sacked. So don't worry about it. I don't want to put you under any pressure at all. Obviously.
Good evening, Mary Beth.
I appreciate that. It makes me feel better.
All right, so happy birthday to Alex Willox from One Last Day. This is you guys' song. It's a Sin. We'll be right back, everybody.
Okay. Oh man.
Do you know what it's like to be me? Living with nothing, trying to break this industry. Traveling around feels like for free. Shows are laughing, yeah, and it's a fun misery. The day job barely covers my rent. I'll become nothing without greed and sense. Don't give up, don't give in. If you do, it's a sin. Let me be
try to see how many attempts it's going to take to crack this egg over my nuts. It's never been done, but I'm going to be the first one to do it.
That was interesting, and I'd say your chances of ever being a father have probably been seriously diminished.
Apparently he didn't believe me when I told him that it was hard as hell to bust an egg over a crotch, because the last person that did it was a lead singer from a band that was a guest on the show, and he thought, all right, I'm going to take this egg, I'm going to bust it over my crotch. Yeah. It didn't work. It brought him to the knees, and I told Scott, I said, the last person that did this, it brought them to their knees. I got this. I got this. You see how confident he was, right? You see how confident he was when he came out there. I'm the worst one ever to do this. And watch what he does within the first swing. Did you guys see his knees buckle in?
Yeah.
Did you see that? Look.
That looks excruciating.
I'm going to try to see how many attempts it's going to take to crack this egg over my nuts. It's never been done, but I'm going to be the first one to do it.
Yes.
That looks very painful.
And obviously he was manning up in about the fourth or fifth swing. Now,
I
didn't tell him to go crazy on his nuts. I said, see? So he decided just to go to town with it. What made you, Scott, to commit so into that, trying to bust that egg? Was you just trying to prove me that you could do it?
I was getting mad at that point. About the second swing, I was getting mad because the damn thing wasn't going to break.
Yeah, I can understand that sort of damn you egg, I'm going to break you
over my eggs.
Oh my God.
Mary Beth says egg beater.
I love that one, Mary Beth.
Mary Beth also says, I'm never eating eggs again.
I'm certainly not eating that one.
She also asked, was it boiled? How did it not break? It wasn't boiled. It was just an egg right out of the carton. He was trying to crack it over his nuts.
The way he was holding it? Like, why didn't it break?
Yeah, it was weird. Weird.
Did you have him hold it a specific way?
I just held it like a regular egg and just started wailing on it, and damn thing wouldn't break.
It's wailing on it.
You guys heard of the nutcracker, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's the egg cracker.
It looked like you didn't crack nothing except your own nuts on that one.
Yes.
Perhaps at least he committed to it. He committed to it, tried his best.
He did.
That's another failure of the egg challenge. That was the first failure. And then there's two more huge failures later on in the show as well with this egg.
No,
this egg is not fucking around.
Very tough egg.
That's a tough. We use the same fucking egg throughout this whole challenge.
Wow, that is one powerful egg.
Well, I take it back. We used two eggs because he ended up did cracking one of them. Finally, we'll get to that later. Let's talk about some news going on around the world. There is some crazy stuff. Last 3.5 weeks have been fucking crazy, hasn't it, here in the United States, hasn't it?
Yeah. Canada thinks they live above a meth lab.
Do what?
Canada thinks they live above a meth lab.
They got to be thinking something.
Yeah, I didn't know they did. But anyway. Well, their leader certainly doesn't. But anyway, we won't go into that.
Well, it started this has been going on for about 3.5 weeks. It's been an actual complete roller coaster as far as the government's concerned. We got, I don't like really dabbling into politics a whole lot, but this is kind of really important as far as the future of where our country's going, who we're going to have as our leader. So I'm kind of like, I've been thinking about, do I even want to approach this on the show or even talk about it? But man, it's kind of to briefly talk. It's kind of wild what's really going on here. This year has been nothing but complete history making.
Yeah.
From top to bottom, almost the whole complete year has been nothing but history making, history breaking here in the United States when it comes to a presidential race. I don't think I've ever seen quite such a shit show ever in my life, and I'm going to be 50 Tuesday.
Imagine a kid.
It's really. I have this image. I could just see Vladimir Putin sitting with a bowl of popcorn and a beer, laughing his head off, looking at the American run up to the elections, because it's turning into a comedy. It's something like Mel Brooks had produced it.
It's Idiocracy. It's literally the movie Idiocracy.
Yes.
It's been going on for a minute. With let's talk about it briefly for a minute. So the whole shit show kind of started with the debate with Trump and Biden. That debate that was.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't watch it because I valued my brain cells too much.
Yes, it was. It was. I
find these things very important for me, at least on my end. It's the direction of my kids' future.
Mm-hmm.
Who's being elected? I know a lot of the time it doesn't really matter who's really elected. They're all thrown into a shit show that they got kind of micromanage themselves. So I get the politics of it, but there is agendas that these people can bring onto the presidency that they carry with them on their campaign. And so it's a little concerning for me, but it's not like something that I dwell on a lot. So I do watch politics and I try to keep up to date what's going on. It's my future and it's my kids' future what's going on. So my vote is with anybody else out there that's watching. Your vote, you may not think matters, but it really does. So
and I got to get on a soapbox too, because especially for women, we haven't always been able to vote. So if you're a woman, you really need to exercise that right. I don't care who you vote for. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but go out and vote, because there's some factions that think the 19th Amendment need to be repealed. So let's go out and vote, ladies, to make sure that we exercise the right that was fought so hard for.
And it's history making. On top of, speaking of the ladies, it's history making that area itself. Well, we'll get to that. So it started with that really bad debate. Biden looked like a deer in headlights throughout the whole debate. I watched it. From the moment it started to the moment at the end. It was just really, really bad. Really,
it was just a shit show.
It was quite pathetic. But I mean, that has been going on for a while. I mean, so even
behind the scenes, his staff.
It's terrible. It's terrible. It really is.
Behind the scenes, his staff has been apparently hiding this behind closed doors, hiding it from everybody out in society, obviously, because Biden came out there and he looked completely just lost.
Well, he has been. I mean, in Normandy, when they were watching the paratroop drop, he suddenly started wandering away off the lawn, and you saw Ursula von der Leyen kind of sort of, where's he going? And the Italian premier, she had to go after him, turn him around, and bring him back. I mean, it was so obvious. This guy has no idea where he's going or what he's doing. That's that with Trump and Biden. That was just you're right. You've just
got two geriatric dudes who are both a couple cornflakes short of a bowl.
But at least Trump knows what day it is. I mean, he's
are you sure though? Are we sure? I don't think he's real positive what day it is.
Oh well.
Trump's got it. I'll tell you what, Trump, for what it's worth, in that debate he did Trump, and it did exactly what he needed to do. He didn't really go after him in a mean way, if that might make any sense, but he did go after him. But he took advantage of a situation. He obviously seen how out of it Biden was, and Trump jumped on that with the same rhetoric he always talks
it's
about.
not Biden's fault, of course, if his mind is going, but it is the fault of people who see that and have him in office because he is not fit. Can you imagine someone coming in and saying, Mr. President, the country is under attack. What do we do? And he kind of goes, who's got strawberry ice cream? So,
here's my thought on that. To be fair, there's a lot of people talking about invoking the 25th Amendment, where Kamala Harris can invoke the 25th Amendment and say that the president's unfit, and then she takes the role. But I'm over here thinking, okay, if she does that, if she does that, there's not going to be much of it. What's the point? Last 3.5 years, Biden has had a solid team apparently around him.
Yeah, clearly.
He's been deteriorating for a while now, obviously. So he's got a good team around him. So let's let the man. They did a survey the other day, and I'm not taking sides. It's not who I am. That's not who I am. I don't take sides. I'm more of an independent. I look at who's the best best candidate for the job. I'm glad Biden's got, like Jim says right here, I'm glad he's surrounded by good people who actually run our government. Trump was surrounded by lackeys and convicts. I couldn't agree anymore.
And sycophants.
And so I don't see the point in letting this guy go. There's no point in invoking the 25th Amendment. He's got 6 months left. He's been doing enough job to keep the country running. The country's not in bad shape. So obviously he's got a good team surrounding him. Let him serve his term and let him go out with dignity.
Yeah.
He's fast forward a little bit, and here we are today, where the other day, 2 days ago, he's withdrawn from the presidency.
Pretty much, yes. I mean, he's not actually really running anything. It's the people around him who are running.
Well, no, he's officially in a letter to the American people saying he's withdrawn his candidacy for president.
Oh yeah,
and he's endorsed Kamala Harris, which we'll get to that in a second too. Back up. We go to Trump. Another historic week. It's just so much going on. It's almost like, for me, sitting here as a spectator, watching this news and watching what's going on, it almost seems like it's scripted. So much stuff going on. It's like, this is almost like impossible. You go to Trump, and here we are. He gets attempted assassination. He got his ear bit it off a little bit. He got Mike Tyson a little bit.
His ear tipped, get his tail docked. Pretty soon he'll get him neutered.
No, he got Evander Holyfield.
Yeah, he got Evander Holyfield.
You go to this Trump rally. He gets 6 minutes into it, and there is a shot. Several shots fired. One person died. Condolences to that family, and a few people that was severely hurt, critical condition. I feel bad for them. I do. I feel bad for them. I feel bad for Trump. But I also, in the same sentence, feel bad for the shooter. Because this was a 20-year-old young man that had a troubled youth in school. He was bullied. They released TikTok videos of him being in the classroom and kids bullying him, and he's crying, getting slapped and punched. And he came to a breaking point in his life, and something snapped in his head. And he was, being alone like that, being, it's solitude. You got no friends, and everybody's around you wants to bully you. Things started creeping up in his head, and he took it to the extreme. I feel bad because it pisses me off when I hear the news or the public calling him an assassin. He's not an assassin. It's one of the government's victims of someone that you guys let slip through the cracks when it comes to mental health. The school is the problem. They didn't act on the bullying when they should have acted on the bullying. Sure, this all could have been prevented if people would have done their jobs and done their roles down the line, a chain command. You know what I mean? Let me get some of these comments. It says here, Mary Beth says, something big happens, though. Can Biden handle it? Biden has
the people around him can handle it.
Every president has this team around them that helps him make decisions, or a lot of the times, a lot of the president's decisions are made by the staff around him. You know what I mean? So with Biden, it's the same thing. He's got an excellent staff around him. He's coherent. He knows what's going on. He's just slow and forgetful right now. he's gone, and I'm glad he is. That's what he should have done. Next step, we surpassed China once again for the first time in 50 years. Prices are high because of record corporate profits and greed. Agreed. Mary Beth says that's sad. I do feel bad for them, but who brings their daughter and wife to see a convicted felon and sex offenders speak? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Don't get taking it out on Trump. Personally, I'm not taking it out on Trump. Nothing that.
I think she means by shoot. I think she means getting bullied, then taking it out on Trump. I think that's what she means.
I get that. Okay, I understand now. Well, when you're in a state like that young man was, I mean.
Well, I'm sure he was indoctrinated into something. He grasped onto something that made him feel part of some kind of movement, is what I feel like.
I think the young man was so alone that I think he came to that breaking point that he just wanted to be simply seen. No matter what the velocity or the magnitude of the event was going to be, I think the young man just wanted to be seen by people around and peers around him. Hey, whether it was good or bad, I think he just wanted some sort of attention from people. He got tired of being alone. That's my personal view on it.
Or maybe he just wanted somebody, to talk to him, like express his feelings or whatever, and nobody gave that to him, and just all that bullying. Maybe he just took all that out because he wanted, somebody to pay attention to him.
Just snapped and said enough's enough. And but anyway, that was a horrific event. And personally, for me, watching it, I was a bit sort of horrified from it, because there's only been a few assassination attempts on presidencies. 4
or 5.
And then there's only been two or three deaths. I think 3 presidents have been killed in about 4 or 5 assassinations altogether throughout this whole thing. So it is kind of like shocking. You're like, whoa, this shit's getting real. But there was also this part of me that was like saying to myself, well, is this karma? Is this what's coming back to him? And then there is he spews a lot of
hatred.
He really does,
and violence.
I'm not trying to bash the guy. But
I will. He spews a lot of hatred and violence and misogyny and awful. He just says awful things. And when you put out that much, coming from my point of view, when you put that much negativity out into the universe, at some point the universe is going to send it back to you.
And I thought, is this his point? Is this his point where karma is getting ready to has hit him, and maybe this is his wake up call?
What is unfortunate is it, and this is going to sound wrong, and I don't mean it the way it sounds. It's unfortunate that it missed him and hit someone else. And I'm not saying I wish it would have hit him. I'm just saying that someone else caught it, and that poor unfortunate firefighter.
There's a huge bubble of failure all around that assassination.
Yeah, and that poor gentleman that was actually lost his life that's just absolutely horrific.
Yeah, firemen, and then 2 innocent people were critically injured there as well. It was just a horrible experience, and I thought maybe this experience here, this near-death experience for Trump, would maybe be that wake-up call for him that he needed. So here comes the Republican National Convention.
It didn't wake him up to anything.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, let's take a quick break. We'll come back to talking about this, recapping this whole presidential election, and this last 3 weeks has just been crazy. But we're going to take a break now real quick, and we're going to play a video for you guys. The band called Everything Destroying. Let me ask you a question, Scott. Let me ask you this. Have you ever heard of an ecosexual?
No.
Does that mean are they having a love affair with a plant or something?
Have you ever heard of an ecosexual yourself, Denton?
No. That one is completely new to me. And maybe I've never had a love-in with a rainforest or anything. But no, I have no idea. I really don't.
Well, there is a group of people that get together that are called ecosexuals, and they make love to Earth.
How exactly do you do? I mean, do you stick your thing in the ground, or?
We'll show you, Denton. We'll be right back, everybody.
Put a hole in the ground.
It don't. It don't go down.
Robert, it goes down.
No, it don't.
It do go down.
Oh!
Will you practice these vows every day to become better lovers to the earth?
When you do it, the egg will sit like this in the palm of your hand like that. Now the bet is, which is stronger? You're not holding it right. Like this. Oh, shit. Let it sit in the palm of your hand like that. And wrap your hands around it.
And just squeeze it?
What the hell is that on your shoulder, bro? What the fuck is that?
I don't know. I don't know if I can do that.
Coming up for your head. All right, which is stronger, Scott? Get over by the grass. I don't want the egg all over the fucking. Which is stronger, Scott? Show the egg, Scott. Scott or the egg? Scott, give it a try.
In the face.
Oh,
In the face.
Another loss for Scott.
Well, I was thrilled to see the ecosexuals.
Oh,
Well,
wasn't that fascinating?
I must say, having a look at them, I would say they're stark raving bonkers.
I thought that was just. I thought the ecosexuals was an interesting little.
It was interesting. Yeah,
It's interesting.
Beauty.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not going around banging dirt and shoving
Yes,
dirt up
making
their
out with
crotches
dirt.
and their butt
Yes.
cracks and making out.
Seems like a good way to get an infection.
It
I would
sounds like a
hope so,
great way
yeah.
to get an infection.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend licking trees and things like that. No, it's not really a good idea.
Might get lucky and bring something home as well, like some poison ivy or some
Yeah.
oak or some sumac.
Yes, a few bugs. You wouldn't know what you might
I'm
catch.
sure that you ecosexual love a good rash where the crotch is at. I'm sure. Everybody loves
yes.
calamine lotion on the crotch.
That is weird. That is
Things
weird.
crawling in, things crawling out.
You know where they come from, didn't you know where they're located at?
No, where?
Dublin, Ireland.
They're not, surely.
Yep, sure.
That's not where I was going to guess.
Oh dear. I mean,
Denton's like, oh no, I don't
what
claim him.
happened
I
to the
don't
land
claim
of
him.
saints and scholars? I mean, oh dear.
What the fuck are you?
What would the Archbishop think?
What is your town thinking?
Yeah, what is anybody thinking who goes in for stuff like that? I mean, yeah, or they're not thinking.
It almost sounds paganish, doesn't it?
No, it's very paganish. It's just
It
a
is
little...
very pagan, but I mean, pagan.
Weird.
Pagans like respected trees, but didn't actually try to screw them.
Well, we did assault them. It's just, we worship them or respect them, but we don't assault them.
They believe that it's not Mother Nature, it's Mother Love, and they want to show the love back to their mama. Now, to me, that seems a little scary, sketchy. I mean, I'm not going to show that kind of love back to my mama.
Yes, we don't want to give any Oedipus sort of things going on here.
I mean, whatever's going on in Dublin,
Everybody has their own fantasy.
you need to shut a couple of fucking pubs down or something in Dublin, Ireland.
I think so, yes. Well,
they're coming out of whatever pub that is.
The Wacky Backy or something. You know,
the Wacky Backy Club.
Eco Lovers Bar, whatever the fuck it's called. They need to shut that sumbitch down.
Yeah.
I am not, I dig the vibe with Mother Nature, Mother Love.
Oh, for sure. But
I respect nature, but I'm certainly not going to sort of say, come with me to the Casbah to it. I mean, no, I really don't fancy I mean, tree hugging maybe is about as far as I go. Tree licking, no, definitely not. And as far as making out with a patch of dirt, you can count me out.
I'm going to pass.
I think
that
so.
might be another challenge for Scott.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? It was okay, my opinion, I kind of thought it was kind of a little kinky, a little bit, just saying.
Yeah.
Maybe
Scott could, go and have a romantic fling with a hawthorn tree or something.
Oh.
Why not?
We're gonna get a cactus.
Oh, that could be fun. Yeah, that's for the masochists, though.
Cactus and butt. I could see something happen with a cactus and a butt, an ass.
Well, I'm not volunteering. I can tell you that.
Cactus.
You're not volunteering?
No, I'm not putting a cactus anywhere near my butt or anywhere else. Actually, for that matter. No, thank you very much.
No cactus near the special places.
Absolutely. Yes.
Since we're here and we're talking about Scott and putting things up his ass, I know. I think we should probably lead right in to our egg challenge number 3.
Indeed, why not? Yes.
We'll knock egg challenge. This has to be by far probably my favorite challenge. I think out of all of them,
By far the most unique.
Perhaps you could say the most asinine too.
The most asinine.
Be that close to Scott's butt during this video, to see the angles that Scott tried to approach this egg, to try to pick this egg up with, because ladies and gentlemen, this egg challenge, if you've already picked up on it by now, this is Scott's final third challenge to come up champion. This was the be all win all. If he got this one, he was going to be the winner. Screw the best 2 out of 3. If he was able to pick an egg up with his ass cheek, I was going to declare him the winner of the challenges. But that exactly did not happen according to plan. So here you go. Enjoy this segment, egg challenge number 3, because I enjoyed making it. We'll be right back, everybody. This is Sid. This is my sidekick, Scott.
Hi.
We are at our final stage of our egg challenge. This is stage 3, the final challenge. This challenge, Scott is going to try to pick up an egg with his ass cheeks. That is the challenge 3 for the egg. The egg is sitting right here. All Scott's got to do is pull his fingers down just where his ass is buried a little bit. Have you ever done it before, Scott?
No.
No?
It could be an interesting challenge.
Have you ever even thought about doing a trick like this?
I thought about it.
Once or twice?
Once or twice.
Taking shit up your ass?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, guys. This is egg challenge number 3. This is see if Scott can pick up the egg with that. The egg challenge number 3. Can Scott pick up this egg with that fabulous ass cheeks right there? Can he do it? I bet he can. Let's see. Let's try this out, Scott. Hang on. Egg got loose. Hang on, get up. I don't want to touch you. It's there now. Can he do it, ladies and gentlemen? Can he get that ass cheek into that egg? Can he get that ass? Try again, Scott. It's almost there. It's almost there. Can he do it, ladies and gentlemen? Get that egg with his ass cheeks. Can he do it? There's a whole lot of concentration going on in his face, too. It's true. He's drooling. He's so deep into it. He's fucking drooling. Can he get it, ladies and gentlemen? It's got shit on it. It's got shit on it. Can he do it? He's almost. He can't do it. Egg wins again. How does that feel, Scott? That's 3 in a row you lost to that egg. How do you feel?
Embarrassed.
Oh my God!
Oh, mind you, I did think the challenge was to pick it up, not shove it where the sun does. Well, he didn't even succeed in doing that. No, I don't know. Really.
The beauty with Scott and him wanting to do this kind of stuff is it gives me a little bit of freedom to be creative, and I mean that's pretty fucking. I mean, that's on the dirty side of humor end, but it's the fun part about
it's like
doing
the jackass side of humor.
Yes.
My humor. That's I find.
I think I went beyond that.
The thing with Scott,
I think I went beyond the jackass side.
I'll give Scott credit. When this camera goes on, he's full into that whatever it is that he's doing, and so you don't know what you're going to get, and the result of what Scott when Scott's doing the challenge. Like, he was so deep into it that he was fucking drooling.
Yes, I noticed drooling. Yeah,
he was determined. He was determined.
So what can we do next? Like fun with cucumbers or something?
That might be an idea.
You never know.
But
you never know.
I've already put together. I've already put together the next set of challenges for Scott. It's like they're like a series of hot food challenges. Okay, so I've already got one video done and edited and put together, and I'm gonna release it next week. Where Scott versus food, like all the food has spiciness to it. There's some that's got habanero, it's got Carolina Reaper, it's got ghost pepper sauces, and and the idea is that there's 5 dishes on the table. 3 of the dishes are the same, just each one's got a different sauce. He has to pick the 2 different foods that are on the table, and those foods were I'll give everybody a teaser: sardines and anchovies.
Nope.
And part of the contest was that he can't have milk. Every food that I have on there is layered with hot sauce. He can't have milk, but I gave him a nice, cool, refreshing glass of kombucha.
Oh God! What the hell? That's fucked up. Now, come on.
That shit was nasty.
Nasty. Oh.
Well, you Scott said you would have made a lovely commandant of a Japanese POW camp. Stalin would have found a great use for you in the gulag.
Oh my God!
Look, I'm being a friend by giving him kombucha. Because it's good for your health. It's good for your gut, your digestive system. And Lord knows,
on top of all the hot sauce for sure.
Yes.
He swore for a minute that it was hot sauce that I was giving him. He's like,
probably because that's just nasty.
I don't want to drink no more. And he did all this while blindfolded.
Oh. So he probably couldn't tell what he was having by the time he'd worked his way through all that.
Oh, no doubt.
Well, he guessed the summer
taste buds are toast.
He did pretty solid. He did pretty good, but he once again, I'll save the ending for when it releases. He did a good job, but that was the challenge for him next week. We've already done that. Then we're going to record another one. I got some folks coming down from folks coming over from another state to hang out. My sister's coming down, hang out this weekend for my birthday. So I'm going to have them here, and we're going to do a hot bean challenge. There's 5 different levels of heat to these jelly beans, and we're going to see if any one of these characters can make it to level 5. So that's another one too. There's going to be 3 phases unless Scott can beat the second one.
Yikes.
But that was just, for me, pure. That's just fun. Just fun. Seeing Scott trying to pick it.
I enjoy doing it.
I mean, I didn't realize. I wish you'd have gave me a heads up before he started trying to shove shit up his ass.
Oh gosh.
But that is what it is, I guess. Good job, Scott. Good job for you, buddy. Round of applause.
Hey.
You're a champ. You handled that really well.
You're a champ. That's for sure.
You're a real good egg, Scott. You really are.
Excellent job, Scott. Excellent job.
Absolutely.
So
I know I don't like eggs anymore.
I don't blame you.
to be fair, I was a little bit fucking scarred from it too. A little bit when I walked away, I was like, God damn, I gotta show the world that Scott shit on an egg.
Well, it's better than your carpet.
True.
At least you did it outside.
He has shit on my carpet once.
Okay, I don't know whether we really needed to know that, but since you brought it up,
Since I brought it up, me and Scott have been friends for a really, really long time. I'm talking
You've been
about
good friends. You've been good friends for a long time.
Since we've been about 15 years old or so. We've been friends. So he came to my house to hang out one afternoon. And we was hanging out at my mom and dad's house, and we was in the living room. It was like, we're like, he's really into wrestling. I'm into wrestling. That's one of our biggest bonds. And we was like, let's get together and let's wrestle right here in the middle of the floor. So me and Scott starts wrestling in the middle of the floor, and I think I got him in a headlock or something like that. And somehow during the struggle, this dude managed to shit. It rolled down his pants leg, come out of his pants leg, and landed on my carpet. So as we're wrestling, he shit on himself. It came out of his underwear, through his pants, on my carpet. Now, to this day, I'm still puzzled. How in the fuck did he shit? And I get you shit. Everybody shits, but how the fuck did I roll down through your underwear, down your goddamn pants, and onto my carpet?
He's talented. He's talented.
It's a mystery. It's a fucking mystery. So we were wrestling around. I ended up getting him in a headlock. We end up landing on the ground. And as we land onto the ground, I look right. I turned my head, and there was a fucking turd right in front of my face.
Maybe that's his secret weapon.
I said that's how he won. That's how he's gonna win.
You know, yeah.
I look like
I mean, if someone had shit on Hulk Hogan or something, they probably would have won because he'd have he probably would have broken them in half. But other than that,
I turned and with a headlock. There was this turd about 6 inches from my face. And I come and I go, "What the fuck is this?"
It's a baby Ruth.
Yeah, well, it ain't Mr. Hanky anyway.
And Scott goes, that's my turd.
Who's claiming this turd? Yes.
I'm still like, how the fuck did you shit through your pants? Like it's like it was a solid. It wasn't like diarrhea, like where it's soaked in your pants. It was a solid fucking turd.
I do believe the show has succeeded in reaching depth. But I would have thought improbable and unlikely to begin with, but we have succeeded in doing it.
Yeah.
I think we're doing a great job at it, too. I'll be damned. But yeah,
now, folly that, as they say.
So it's not the only time Scott's ever shit around me. Shit on my carpet and shit on the egg. So it was like, how am I going to cover this shit up? And I was like, you know what? As I'm editing the video, I'm not going to cover this shit up. I'm going to focus on it. I'm going to zoom in on that shit stain on that egg.
Ooh.
I'm going to zoom in on that random blade of grass that's still on that dirty ass shitty egg. And people are going to enjoy it as much as I had.
And God, are we so glad you did?
Yeah, it's going to only get better. I'm only starting. This is only until Scott says I'll tap out. This is only.
Well, if that's your starting, I'm really wondering what you're going to do for a finish. But it should be interesting.
You guys, speaking of Hulk Hogan,
yeah,
Hulk Hogan the other day. Did you see that Hulk Hogan?
It's like I said, it's literally Idiocracy. We've come full circle to the fucking movie.
I mean, this was the guy that was like throwing the N-word around like everywhere, right?
Yep, that's him.
And then you want to get the what do they call him, Scott? The Trumpenites?
Oh yes, he's
Trumpenites.
And he ripped his fucking shirt off. I thought he was having a fucking stroke.
How is this where we are in politics? How is this?
It's not just
this
politics.
carnival show.
How are we at this point as a society that this is acceptable?
Yeah, how is this carnival show where we are for the Republican whatever?
Well, over here,
The-
everybody
the-
laughs at American politics because it's
Well,
so
as you
over
should,
the top.
as you fucking should.
I mean, the
But
primaries. Over here, a party nominates someone. That's it. There, you've got the primaries. You've got millions of things. It's so overdone and pointless. I mean, why not just appoint a
well,
candidate? And be done with it.
here's the pointless part of it is they're just already bought and paid for. That's the thing. It's already bought and paid for. The super PACs and all of the millionaires donate and all this stuff. It's almost pointless sometimes, you think, to vote because it's already bought and paid for.
It does seem to be, and also, of course, this. I mean, I've seen it said, America, anyone can be president. So, well, yes, anyone who happens to be a multimillionaire with millionaire friends. But Joe the garbage man is never going to be sitting in the Oval Office. Over here, a common person can become prime minister. It's possible in America. You can't. I mean, you have to be a millionaire.
I
to
mean,
even think of it.
To be fair, anybody can be a president and anybody can run for a president. Don't we remember just a few years back when we had that fucking shit show when Arnold Schwarzenegger was running for governor of California, and he had Gary Oldman is running for fucking governor.
Well, you can run, but you're not going to get it because you need the money behind you. It's ludicrous.
If anyone could run, we'd have better choices.
Well, we certainly would.
We'd have this fucking talk show host or whatever. What is a reality show TV show host?
Well, I think Ricky Gervais would make a great president because at least he'd be funny. Every time he said something, you'd get a laugh.
Here's the thing
But it used to be that at least this time, we have someone who's got some form of an education, who is at least a lawyer. It used to, you at least had to have some kind of education. You had to have some kind of legal background. You had to have some kind of attorney back. You had to have some kind of history in politics to at least know what the fuck you were doing, instead of somebody who just, well, he has a good personality and he speaks for me. He doesn't speak for you. That man doesn't give two shits about you. None of them give two shits about any of us.
No.
Yeah, to be fair, none of the politicians is going to be elected. They don't give really a rat's ass about you. It's a lifetime paycheck for them to become a president. It's just like it is if they're a senator or a governor. They always get paid to the day they died. They always have with Trump. You always have the Secret Service around you for the rest of your life. But I don't blame Trump. Once again, I'm not a Trumper, but I don't blame Trump for the fucking what you see out there. I blame the people out there supporting him. To be so naive, so easily brainwashed, and to believe in the things that spew out of this fucking man's mouth. It blows my mind. No politician's perfect.
Well, no, they're not. They're not perfect. They all lie. But the thing is that they see that they act like he can do no wrong, and that no matter what he does, it's okay. And that's what I don't understand. Like, if Hunter Biden would have been found guilty of whatever the fuck and gone to prison, fine, good, send him. If he did it, go to prison. But where the Trumper folks, the hardcore Trumper folks, I don't care what he did. Just don't do anything to him. We don't care what he did. He's our guy. Whereas me, if the person that I voted for turned out to be a piece of shit that committed a bunch of crimes, put him in fucking prison. Send him away. And I don't get the brainwashed mentality of the Jim Jones Kool-Aid thing, like he can do no fucking wrong. Where it's me, if my candidate did some bullshit that was so skeezy, I'd be like, lock him the fuck up.
I think some of it's bullshit to what they're doing to Trump. I think some of it is campaign interference. That's what I'm working for. I do feel that some of what happened to him this year has been a little bit of campaign. He should have never been to court over that one first trial where they found him guilty for. He shouldn't have been there for it. That was a done deal. It was supposed to be over with. So I think that they are doing, but he is a dirty guy. I mean, let's just be honest. He's very dirty. He has treated women very poorly. This is recorded back at least to 2016, where he did that Access Hollywood interview on that bus.
What I don't get is all the Christian folks, that extremist Christian folks that support him, when he's such a dirtbag.
I don't get it either.
I don't get, and he breaks
it's
all
the
of
same
their
group.
he breaks all their special rules.
The
It's
same
just like
fucking group.
he's the chosen one.
But after he got attempted assassination, that's when that rhetoric started really ramping up. He started using it. Well, I think I am the chosen one. I am here to save them. Come on, motherfucker. You're only in this fucking race so you don't go to fucking prison.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, okay. What I don't get
reason
is that
why you're hanging around, bro. Just be, you know, you would probably earn more brownie points with me if you just actually if you actually was a stand-up guy and just admitted that, hey, you've been found guilty of a lot of things, a lot of fucking things. Some of it I can wash away, and it's like, all right, you know, that's a little bit of like campaign interference. I get some of it, but you know exactly what you've done. I don't feel bad about for you for the $485 million that you had to pay for tax fraud. I don't feel bad for you, bro. You bragged about it months before about how you only paid $270 1 year in taxes, and you're a billionaire. So I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for you bad mouthing that lady and she winning $85 million either. The 34 indictments, I think, is a little bit ridiculous. I thought that was a little bit overboard type of a crime to sit there and nitpick on every little thing like that. That should have been just one charge, to be fair, and not 34 individuals. That's just them trying to make him look real bad.
But everything they did made him stronger. I mean, when he paid out a lot of money, he got it all back again in contributions. Every attempt to damage him just made him stronger than he was before, which was
I don't get it. I don't think Biden's a great president either. I think that America was at that point in time was caught in a bad spot. This is just my opinion.
Biden hasn't been performing for some time. I think my favorite was he was making a speech when they were still in Afghanistan before they gloriously screwed that up. And he made a reference to how well he thought Robert E. Lee was doing in Afghanistan. And I thought, I don't think Robert E. Lee is doing very much anywhere since he's been dead for a couple of 100 years. You know, I mean, he'd come out with something
At least Robert E. Lee's a real dude. And he's not talking about Hannibal Lecter being a real person.
Well, that's true.
Okay, my question is, how can somebody who has so much felonies run for presidency, but somebody that's not from this country that did this state a lot of good can't run for presidency? Answer that one.
That's some fucked up rules, bro.
Yeah, because it's just fucked up.
Because Arnold Schwarzenegger ran California and did a successful job, but he can't go and run for presidency. But you got Trump doing all this bullshit, and Biden the way he is.
He brought Arnold Schwarzenegger in the mix.
He did. He went there.
He went
but
there.
I'm not a huge Biden fan. I was never a huge Biden fan. I'm so fucking tired of having to vote for the lesser of two evils.
Yes.
Fucking tired of it. I'm tired of having to vote for old white men. I'm tired of that.
I think America's at a point in history right now that we're in a history making year. There's been a lot of first times this year.
I read a post on Facebook, and it's like, you know, way in the future. Can you imagine being a kid having to study the 2020s, like from 2020 on, from the pandemic on?
What a clusterfuck they have to read.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucked up history to have to study.
There's been a thought back in my head that I kind of want Trump to win because
Are you out of your mind?
I listen to reason. If he doesn't win, that means he's going to come back around in 4 more years and try again.
I don't think he will be of physical or mental capability in 4 more years to do it.
We've been dealing with Trump since 2016.
I know, that's why I think he won't be able to in 4 more years.
I'm just tired of seeing the guy, so I'm at the point where I'm like, just elect this guy so we can get it over with and we can stop talking about Trump.
A woman who would really like to hang on to her rights, I would really rather that not happen.
I think, in my personal opinion, in closing with this conversation, I think we're in America right now that's on the cusp of another big change, sort of like the 2008 change is what I feel like when Obama got elected. That was there was this buzz, there was this electricity, there was this energy that surrounded the first black president of the United States. There was this buzz and there was this energy about him. Now, am I saying Barack Obama was a great president? No, but I don't think he was necessarily bad either.
He wasn't
Every
the
president
worst,
has
that's
good
for sure.
and bad.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I think in this country right now, we're on the cusp of making history again. I think there's going to be so much momentum and so much energy around Kamala Harris that I think, and not only that, not only the energy, but the karma. I mean, how ironic would that be for Donald Trump to lose against a woman that he a species that he absolutely has no respect for? He has no respect for the
Can you see the debate? I want them to debate so bad. Now that debate I will watch.
I'm going to save my vote, my decision who I'm going to vote for until I see the first debate between him and her.
Yeah, I will die. I would actually cut off my hands before I voted for Donald Trump. So,
I mean, there really ain't no other option except Robert fucking Kennedy. And do I want a conspiracy theorist running the United States?
Crazy. Yeah, but I will not vote for Donald Trump because he's such a fucking misogynist and he has such a misogynist plan. As a woman, I cannot, in any good conscience, vote for him.
I think there's going to be a huge movement in the women's arena that's really going to propel Kamala Harris into the stratosphere. And we're going to be in the United States of America with the first woman president and the first male vice president for a female president. First time we're going to see possibly a first male husband being
the first. Would he be the first husband? What do they call him? The first man? I don't know how that would terminology.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
I think they call him the second man now, so I guess he would be the first man.
First man to be the first man,
yeah.
But he'd be the first man in United States history. So I think this country's on a cusp. The American people wants change really, really fucking bad. We didn't like the options of Biden and fucking Trump. Nobody wanted to see the fucking rematch in the first place. And that's why everybody was like, fuck it, we're just going to vote for fucking Trump.
And I'm on TikTok a lot, and I see there's a whole lot of activity and energy around the younger people that are really, really excited about Kamala Harris. They're really excited.
It's just going to be a huge uprising of fucking women is getting ready to. I mean, look what she did in the first 24 fucking hours. Raised almost $100 million of grassroots donations.
The younger generation is really pumped to not have an old white man in the office. That's what I see.
So we're going to see in the next 100 days, next 4 months, how this is going to turn out. But I thought it'd be, for tonight at least, I thought we need to talk a little bit about this. And I want to be very clear that I normally do not talk about politics, but since this is a presidential cycle and there's been a lot of events revolving around a lot
of historic events, like a lot of, I mean, it's really weird for incumbent to step down. That's happened one other time.
Lyndon Johnson stepped down.
Johnson stepped down. That's real. It's a lot of history's being made.
A lot of history's being made, and this has been one just weirdest presidential cycles in American history ever. I mean, I'm sure it's probably weird back then, but in modern history at least, this has got to be one of the weirdest election cycles ever. And there's so many consequences to this election that I thought that we need maybe just talk about it a little bit and talk about the events and how we feel about it. We're going to be doing more things like this where we're going to be picking topics for the show and giving our side, our point of view of what we think about it. Once again,
from across the pond, so to speak, what do you guys all like? Do you just think we're all insane?
Pretty much, yes.
That's how I figured.
Yeah, we kind of have the attitude of only in America.
That's kind of how we feel too.
I mean, there are so many things that America. Well, I mean, like, we don't have people decide, yeah, I don't like Monday, so I'm going to go in and shoot up the local restaurant or something. We don't have any of that sort of shit. It's all over in America.
Yeah.
And there are so many things about America that we find a little strange. And the politics.
So do we. So do we.
Absolutely. But, well, they make no sense to us. It's the same as the voting system. I mean, you can actually have more votes than the other person and lose. Because, I mean, like when Hillary actually got more votes than Trump, but lost. Over here, you just count the votes. If you have more votes, you win. But in America, I've got 3 million more votes than they have. Yeah, but you won this state and that state. And then the Electoral College come along and say, sorry, we don't give a shit about the votes you got. The other
Isn't it crazy?
It's ludicrous. It makes no sense at all. Even banana republic. I mean, no other country in the world does that. Even banana republics. I mean, El Presidente may be the only name on the ballot, but at least they count the damn things. I mean, it's a crazy system. It makes no sense at all. We just think you're all completely mad.
We are.
Hopefully, somehow this election cycle can straighten itself up and we get some sort of normalcy. But
you're naive fool.
This year it looks like virtually
you sweet summer child.
Yeah.
I don't think it's viable or feasible that we're going to have a normal 2025 election or 2024 election by no stretch of the imagination. But we can hope. We can hope.
We can hope.
Like the end of the life of Brian, look on the bright side of life sort of thing,
And what's happening this week, guys? We got some national stuff going on too as well. The Olympics.
Oh yes, the Olympics.
Oh yeah.
The Olympics happened this Friday. Are you guys interested?
I think there's more police than competitors from what I've seen over there.
I love watching the Olympics. I do. I love watching them. There's certain events, like the oddball events, that I really like. The ones you don't see a lot of on primetime TV is the one you see them on another channel, like pickleball championships for the gold.
They have pickleball in the Olympics?
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
I watch the oddball fucking sports. Ping pong.
I hope it all goes smoothly with no crazy terrorist. God forbid even say the words. No craziness happens.
Fingers crossed. But yeah, that's coming up this Friday. We have the opening ceremony this Friday for the Olympics, and Snoop Dogg is carrying the torch to light the big one. You gotta
love Snoop Dogg. I don't care who you are. You gotta love Snoop Dogg.
I mean, he's lighting up the biggest one of them all.
I gotta see him going down there with a joint out of his mouth, going, yeah.
That's what the torch will be. Just a great big joint.
He's lighting the ultimate joint at the Olympics. So congratulations for him to be able to bring. I don't know why they're letting him do it, but they're letting him bring the torch to light the big one. So congratulations to Snoop Dogg. Another big event for me is happening this Friday as well, is the premiere of Deadpool versus Wolverine.
Yes. Yes. I love Deadpool.
I'm so fucking stoked for that. So I got to find time this weekend between Friday and Sunday to go able to watch this damn movie because I've been waiting.
What movie did you go watch?
Last time I went to go watch a movie, we watched. What did we watch, Scott? We watched Twisters.
You took the Twisters. Was it good? Did you like it?
It's a good movie. I'm not saying it sucks. It's a good movie. The CGI is good. It's a good movie, but unfortunately for me, I watched the original Twister right before we went to go watch the new Twisters.
Oh yeah.
And it's the exact same storyline.
Oh, see, I watched Twister last night because I'm wanting to watch Twisters, so that was probably a mistake then, huh?
Probably a mistake. So it's going to be like rehashing a lot of the same conversation and script lines from the first one. I just
don't know if you can beat Bill Paxton. He's so good in that movie.
No. It's a good flick. I love.
Is it?
I watch a lot of Storm Chasers on YouTube.
I live in Oklahoma. I live storm chasing.
I love it. So I know about it. So I follow it a lot in real life. So to watch it on film, film makes it a little bit exaggerated as far as having a big like cargo line full of trucks following one guy. There's only like one or two maybe that ride together. They have like these lines of like 15 different vehicles on one team. So it's things like that, but they were spewing out some actual knowledge about tornadoes and shit like that. So it was a decent movie, but as far as script wise, don't expect nothing more than what you heard or seen from the first.
Because I remember I saw you posted that you were going to watch it, and I was going to ask you how you thought of it.
We went to watch Bad Boys, Ride or Die. We and Scott went to go watch that.
There's another Bad Boys movie?
Yep, we went to go watch that with Will Smith and fucking
Is it good?
That was funny.
Those movies have to be good, though. I mean, you just can't make a Bad Boys movie.
And then we went to go watch with the kids. I took the kids to go watch Inside Out 2. I didn't know nothing about the movie.
I've never seen it, either of them.
When I went to go watch it, I thoroughly enjoyed it because there was a really good, solid message behind it. The characters, you have one main character, which is a little girl, and then there's other characters inside of her mind, which these characters are all her emotions.
Yeah. Right. So I mean, I know the premise of it, but I've never watched the movie.
But it tells kids how to handle anxiety or stress throughout the whole cartoon. So I thought, this is solid. I like this.
Yeah, the first one was good. I thought it was good.
I didn't know nothing about it, but my favorite's Angry.
Oh, I love it. The foot is down. You remember that one?
Anxiety is pretty funny too.
Now, the movie we watched the other night on TV was pretty good. Abigail.
I haven't seen that one, but I want to see it.
It's good.
We watched it the same night as Twisters. I was like, damn, I wish I would have paid for this movie. It was if you got Netflix, I would definitely, I highly suggest giving Abigail a try. It's funny. There's plenty of gore. This little girl's a badass vampire, so it's definitely a must watch.
I'm kind of excited for October and Terrifier 3.
Yes. I like horror, but I get a little bit burnt out on it, so I try to save my horror movies. Even if they're new ones, I try to save them to Halloween season.
Yeah.
I love horror, though. I
My
love
favorite event's coming up on Saturday.
What's Saturday?
SummerSlam.
What's that?
Wrestling.
Oh, I don't do wrestling.
We do.
And a lot of people do. A lot of my friends love it too. It's just never. I used to watch it with my brothers when I was little, but I kind of grew out of it.
It's gotten a lot better. But there's always with anything a lot of scandals surrounding wrestling with owners and buyouts and this and that. But yeah, I love wrestling too. That's what me and Scott's got in common. Anyway,
have you watched anything good lately?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
You.
Have I watched anything? Not very much actually. I haven't looked. I have a few series like The Big Bang Theory and Young Sheldon and things like that. I haven't actually seen that many movies of late.
One of my coven mates is in love with your YouTube channel.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
she's just getting into Norse mythology, and she absolutely adores you.
Oh, a person of taste, obviously.
Yes, indeed.
Well, tell her I said hello.
I will. Yes. She's probably watching, actually.
Well, then she might even buy my book when it comes out.
She might, because she does. She absolutely adores you.
I'd like to buy. If he makes a book, I'll buy one.
Well, yes, it's supposed to be published in September, and there's a lot of sort of pagan mythology in it. Plus,
exciting!
Plus evil wizards and magic swords, extremely intimate lesbian sex, blood and guts.
There you go.
I did not know that you had a book coming out.
It's going to be a bestseller.
Well,
we are going to push that book like nothing's been pushed before. Congratulations! I signed to a contract to write a book myself.
Yeah,
but I found out that it's not my thing. It's not my thing.
Well, I'm sure you could have. You know.
I bet Denton's was really good.
I signed a contract with a book agency, and I started doing it, and I realized that I just don't have the time between everything that I do, kids, home.
Yes, that can be a problem.
I felt like I was kind of like being pushed a little bit to start the process.
Yeah,
I'm like, I got a fucking year. I mean, it's probably me going, okay, well, I got a year, but I'm sure it takes every bit of a year, or if not more, to put a book together right. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, you got to do the
It
outline and
depends.
the whole
It
thing.
depends. Some writers, I mean, George Martin, I think he spent the last 10 years trying to get the last
One book.
Game of Thrones book done. Others, you have like Mercedes Lackey writes 4 or 5 500-page fantasy novels a year. She
that's
just
definitely not me.
people do vary very much.
So Denton, yours comes out in September.
Yeah, that's the plan at the.
Have you got any book art yet? Like book cover art yet?
No, I haven't. Nothing like that yet. There's supposed to be a graphic artist, maybe going to have an illustration at the start of each chapter, which you sometimes get in books. And there's a map. I drew up a map for it. So we'll see what happens. I presume it will be on the like of Amazon and probably in our bookstores.
Is it? Is it self-published or do you have a publisher?
Oh no, it's a publisher. It's
coming out right in holiday season time. You know what?
Yes.
And you know how much I love. Well, you don't know how much I love holiday season.
I'm so excited, Denton. This is awesome. I'm excited.
I have an idea.
You guys wasn't around for Christmas last year, was you?
Yes, I was.
For me?
Yeah.
Man, I gave away all kinds of shit last year.
Yeah, you gave away tons of stuff.
You know what they're getting this year? They're getting nothing but Denton books.
There you go. If I get any promotional material, I will pass it on to you.
Yeah, pass it on to me so I can push it. But this year, this Christmas, guys that are watching that expect gifts, you guys are all going to get Denton's book this year for Christmas.
Well, there's no need to send it to me. It's all right. So.
No. I'm going to buy it from Amazon if that's where it's going to be at, and then it's going to get shipped strictly to their home.
Oh, hopefully. And then you see, you can all say, we knew him before the world discovered him.
We knew him before he was super famous.
Yeah, assuming anybody actually buys it. What?
And they can't have you either.
You're ours. You belong to us.
Oh,
you belong to us.
Gee, I thought I belonged to the world.
Denton's going to be a multi-millionaire. He's going to live in a big mansion. He's going to forget all about us.
No, I would never change if I had money. I mean, and I would always think of you. I'd send you a postcard.
He'd remember us fondly.
I
would not forget
the postcard every week. Puerto Rico is lovely this time of the year.
Yeah, like
Venezuela's amazing. Costa Rica.
That Steve Martin movie, The Jerk, where he becomes successful, and the guy he worked for said, well, he always said, like, if he got anywhere, he'd send us a postcard. Said, here's the postcard. That's all they get from it. But yes, mind you, I am leaving it a bit late to be a great and famous author. But what can you do?
Hey,
never too old.
You're leaving a legacy behind.
I thought that I could actually leave something behind me, because my theatrical.
It's our imprint we're leaving on. It's our imprint that we're leaving behind for this world to see, and that's why I do the show. That's why I started the shows, to leave an imprint of who the kids. If I'm gone and they're still young, they can look back at these videos and get sort of an idea of Dad's character, who Dad was.
Yeah, they can see you encouraging your friend to shove eggs up his ass.
Yes, yes. What did your dad do? But I mean, to be honest, I'm not actually interested in the financial side of it. If I wasn't paid for it at all, just the fact of being published would make me quite happy. My name is on a book somewhere, so I don't really care if I make millions on that, which I probably won't anyway. But
there it is.
It's been a while.
It has actually been a while since he's gotten a phone call.
Let me see. Hello.
It didn't. All right. Well, we're going to end tonight's show. Thanks, everybody. Smells like perfume up in the other room. Mama must be doing a cat call or something in the other room. Oh, yeah. Anyway, you guys, thanks for tuning in this week to the Delinquents Ball. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Denton.
Oh, there we go. Right.
Scott, for hanging out with us tonight. And we're going to end tonight's show with one last video. This is the band Goodbye June with their song The Hard Way. We'll catch you guys next Wednesday. You guys be
absolutely. Good night. Good night.
Next time.
Good night.
Thomas, want a jelly bean?
Yes.
Take one. Just one. Just grab one. Eat it.
Can I try, see? That's high, That's high,
You like that? Is that good?
What's this? That's high,
Is it hot? Throw it away.